If you are planning to work as an HVAC technician or engineer in the Middle East, you must master VRF and VRV systems. Today I am sharing the top 20 questions that interviewers in Dubai and Saudi Arabia frequently ask. Q1. What is the difference between VRV and VRF? Answer. There is no technical difference. VRV, variable refrigerant volume, is a trademark of Daikin, while VRF, variable refrigerant flow, is the generic term used by other manufacturers like LG, Samsung, and Mitsubishi. Q2. How does a VRF system differ from a standard split AC? Answer. A standard split AC is either on or off. A VRF system uses an inverter compressor that varies its speed to match the cooling demand of multiple indoor units, saving energy. Q3. What is the main advantage of a VRF system? Answer. High energy efficiency, space-saving design, one outdoor unit for many indoors, and the ability to provide independent temperature control for different rooms. Q4. What is an inverter compressor? It is a compressor that uses a variable frequency drive, VFD, to control the motor speed, allowing it to provide precise cooling without frequent cycling. Q5. What is a RefNet joint, Y-joint? Answer. It is a specialized copper fitting used to split the refrigerant flow between different indoor units while maintaining proper pressure and oil balance. Q6. Explain the role of the electronic expansion valve, EEV. Answer. The EEV regulates the exact amount of refrigerant entering the evaporator coil based on the cooling load of that specific room. Q7. What is a heat recovery VRF system? Answer. It is a system that can provide simultaneous heating and cooling. It takes heat removed from one room and uses it to heat another room, offering maximum efficiency. Q8. Why is nitrogen purging necessary during copper brazing? Answer. To prevent the formation of copper oxide inside the pipes, which can clog the EEV or damage the compressor. Q9. What is the standard pressure for a nitrogen leak test in VRF? Answer. Typically 550 psi, or 38 to 40 bar, held for 24 hours to ensure there are no leaks in the many joints of the system. Q10. What is the required vacuum level for VRF? Answer. You must achieve at least 500 microns to ensure all moisture and non-condensable gases are removed. How do you calculate the additional refrigerant charge? Answer. It is calculated based on the liquid line pipe diameters and lengths, using the manufacturer's specific formula. Q12. What is the oil return cycle in VRF? Answer. Since VRF systems have long piping, oil can get trapped. The system periodically runs a cycle to increase refrigerant velocity and bring oil back to the compressor. Q13. What happens if one indoor unit fails in a VRF system? Answer. Usually the rest of the system continues to work. Only the faulty unit shuts down and an error code is displayed on the controller. Q14. What are the common communication cables used in VRF? Most systems use a 2-core shielded twisted pair cable, for example, 0.75 mm or 1.5 mm, to prevent electromagnetic interference. Q15. What is an addressing error? Answer. It occurs when the outdoor unit cannot identify the indoor units. Addressing can be done manually via dip switches or automatically via the system controller. Q16. How does high ambient temperature 50 degrees Celsius affect VRF in Saudi Dubai? High temperatures increase discharge pressure. Engineers must ensure the outdoor units are tropical rated T3 condition to prevent tripping. Q17. What is the maximum piping length for a VRF system? Modern systems allow a total piping length of up to 1,000 meters, with a vertical height difference of up to 90 meters between indoor and outdoor. Q18. What is a BS branch selector box? Used in heat recovery systems to switch the refrigerant flow between hot gas heating and liquid cooling for individual indoor units. Q19. Can we connect different types of indoor units to one VRF outdoor? You can mix wall-mounted, cassette, ducted, and floor-standing units on a single system. Q20. What are the most common error codes you have faced? Answer. Common examples. E1, high pressure. E4, compressor discharge temp sensor error. U4, communication error.